Good morning. This is Tammy Flipping Furniture. My plan is to do a Halloween and a Christmas project. We'll see how it goes. I got way too many ideas flowing today, so we'll see what happens. But I'm going to start with a ceramic tile for our Halloween project. I've already washed it, but I just wanted to make sure. So I just using a cleaning wipe to make sure I have it cleaned up. I'm just going to put a paper towel under it so we don't have to hear it scraping on the glass. And then I'm going to dry it. So welcome. If you've never been here before, my name is Tammy. I like to play with all the crafty things. I just don't get the time like I used to. I like to flip furniture too, but that one I really don't get time to do anymore. But I also like to design my own papers. And this is the Halloween paper we're gonna do. Hello, Lisa. So we're gonna decoupage this on here and maybe do a couple extra things to it. So, and my daughter is my right hand, and she is gonna be putting in links to things that we're using along the way. So she'll put in the link to this paper here shortly. And I'm going to use Fusion's Decoupage Transfer and Gel today. And I'm going to start by putting that down in a nice even-ish layer on maybe half of it. I don't want it too thin. I don't want it super thick either. And definitely want it all covered, because if you don't, you're gonna have a bald spot and then it's not gonna stick there. And then you're gonna have a bubble, or yeah, it's just not gonna be cute. You don't want that. So, and then I need my mister. Here it is. So I'm gonna mist the back of the paper where I'm gonna lay it down in my decoupage medium. And my paper is 12 by 12. And my ceramic tile is 12 by 12. You would think it'd be a perfect match, but it's not. Apparently, I'm gonna guess the tile is not 12 by 12 because my paper's just a hair bigger, which is fine. No big deal. Either way, we could figure it out and make it work, so. Don't know why my squeegee's not with me, but yeah, here it is. It's just hidden by all the other fun stuff I got out to play with. So, just squeegeeing that out a little bit. And then, I'm gonna mist the top just to make sure all the fibers in my paper have relaxed. That's looking good. If it's not, I can lift it back up, lay it back down, work out anything, any wrinkles, and any excess decoupage medium that I might have under there. And we'll do the same thing over here. Thank you for sprinkling, Lisa. I appreciate it. Hey, Lori. Hey, Kelly. What's going on with you lovely ladies? Again, just putting my decoupage medium on the other half now. And maybe you guys know, I am wanting to look for some kind of orange not rocks, not really glass. I don't know what I want exactly. Some kind of, not beads. I don't know what I want. Something, some kind of embellishment for Halloween. I don't even know what I want, so how could you know? Oh, let's see. Can you guys even see? I should maybe move you down. Good morning, Angela. Just hanging with lovely ladies. Good answer. And I'm going to spritz the back of the paper. And we'll work it down. Actually, well, yeah, it's going on pretty good, but I'm going to go ahead and spritz it here. Let it go ahead and relax down into it instead of fighting it. That water just helps it relax. Oh, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was asking if anybody knew of any, some kind of orange embellishments. It doesn't just have to be orange, but I'm thinking Halloween. And I don't even specifically know what I want, so I know that's not helpful, but. And I should say, the way I'm applying this paper works for my paper. This is a thicker paper, so, you know, you don't do this with rice paper necessarily, which, I mean, you could. It's not going to hurt anything, but this is just particular to my paper. And I can't see any wrinkles, but I'm just kind of feeling for any. If I feel it, I'm going to try to work it out. I cannot tell you how excited I am to be live today. I don't know why. I don't know what's gotten into me, but I have way too much crap out. We won't get to it all. That is for sure. Okay, I just kind of want to feel it all out. Feel like I can feel a little something there. But again, my papers, for the most part, have quite a bit of background, mixed media look type to them. So a lot of the times, if you do have a wrinkle, it's going to be more disguised just by the design of the paper. But, I mean, we still want to try to get them out. But just saying, if you missed one, it's not going to be that noticeable. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and seal it with my same decoupage medium. Howdy, Sharita. Buttons. That's not quite what I'm looking for. Something that hangs, something tiny. I don't think it's crushed glass. Maybe it is crushed glass, what I'm wanting.
Orange foil flakes.
You know, I probably have that already. I think something of more substance, but I could play with that maybe. Yeah, maybe I should look at what I've got on hand. That would be the obvious place to start. You know, I probably have some copper. So I'm sealing with the Fusion, Decoupage, and Transfer Gel. Does anyone love Halloween as much as I do? I'm thinking I should probably be getting my Halloween stuff out before too long, right? I mean, it is August. And I want to leave it up for a while. We actually have people come to our house. Oh, I think it's September 19th this year. I mean, it's not any big deal. It's just we're a stop on a poker run. So if I'm going to have anything out, I'd have it out by then. So at least by the 1st of September, I will be working on it. I know that's a little ways off yet, but gotta be thinking about it. Okay, just smoothing that out, trying to have all my little brush strokes, if I'm gonna have any, going up and down and all go in the same direction. You could go side to side too, whatever you want to do. Okay, then I'm gonna dry it. So we can sand it. Pardon the noise. Check your trinket tray. Nothing orange at a glance. I cleaned it out not too long ago, if you can see it on my floor there. There's a flip-flop stuck under it, so it's not moving. I'm trying to glance behind me at my plate. Don't want to burn my paper either. Some, oh, that says rose gold, but that doesn't look very rose gold to me. It looks more copper. Hello, Lisa Bouze. Oops. See if I'm missing any comments real quick. Because the weather's changing. I'm thinking it's my medication change, honestly. I hope that's it. Hide the wrinkles unless it's my cow. Oh, Angela. Skeleton key. Leaves or paper flowers to embellish. I used small black chain on a Halloween piece last year and draped it. I'm wanting more of a crumbly something to go around things, I think. Yeah, like maybe something that, yeah. Which the flakes would work, I guess, but I guess I'm wanting a little bigger. I don't know. I'll know it when I see it. Maybe it's not invented yet. I don't know. Okay, that's looking good. I thought we might do a little bit of cracking paste around the edges. So I hate to ruin it because I just love it right now, but I thought we might just play a little bit. Okay, why am I wasting that much time drying that? I don't know why I'm, but anyway, that's what it's looking like so far. I had a flock of male robins in my yard and they headed south already. What? Cookies? Well, that might attract mice. Not really going for that. But that would crumble. Okay. Focus, Tammy. Okay. Let's see if this will sand this off here. Again, sorry for the noise. This is where the spit up videos come in hand, right? free to read comments if I'm missing anything.
I'm not seeing some person.
Okay. I don't know why that is. I see some she doesn't see, and vice versa. My sanding sheet's a little dull, so it looks like I'm being quite aggressive here. I mean, I am, so. Okay. Wipe off any dust. I don't think I did that edge, did I? Looks like I did. Okay. All right, there's how it's looking. Chunky glitter. Hi here in northern Minnesota. 68 sounds amazing. I think we were in the 60s Saturday, but it was rainy. It just rained off and on. So then I was so excited for Sunday. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get up and do all this stuff outside. No, the heat was back. Okay, I'm gonna take this cracking paste primer. So we can use cracking paste primer or cracking primer universal. Either of these do the same thing. So I'm gonna put it around the edges. So yeah, the heat was back and the humidity was back. So I'm just gonna put this around the edges, and this is gonna be cracking. Yeah, this is the first step of it. Oh shoot, that pulled up there. I need to get some more medium under there. My cracking paste primer stuff is a little thick, so it pulled up my paper there. I need to be more careful when I apply the rest of it. Probably could have watered it down. I'll just be careful. I'll apply with a downward motion. So yeah, so then I did do, I don't even know what I think I cleaned up the porch a little bit because we've been working on our front porch a little bit. We had a leaky issue for quite some time. Finally got it worked on, and so that left a mess. And if you saw my post a couple weeks ago about the carpenter bees, finally treated them, if you will, and that was disgusting. Put the chemical in there, and then they just kind of crawled out. It's like, oh my God, this is disgusting. So we ended up having 11 or 12 in total big black carpenter bees emerge from 2 or 3 different holes. I can't remember now how many holes there were. The one hole we didn't even think was, I don't think I'd even seen that hole before. And I'm just kind of like, hit that one if you will. Just slop it up there. And because there, I pulled that one up, that side up too. And so he slopped it at it. Pretty soon here comes one emerging. I'm like, oh my God. I said, we better tilt this thing over all the way and really make sure we get it in there. Sure enough, here comes more. I'm like, well, I'm glad we really tipped it over and really saturated it. So yeah, that was disgusting. So it has been treated now. And it wasn't much longer. Here comes one flying around looking for its home. I'm like, we better turn this back over and let it think things look normal-ish and hopefully go in there, and I don't know. So yeah, I don't know how that works out. I guess it will go in there, which I mean, you could smell it, you could see his former friends laying around, so I don't know how smart they are about that stuff, but I don't know. Or her former friends, I don't know. So yeah, that was gross. And then I'm like, well, what's it gonna find next to, or what are, yeah, these other ones, you know, if they weren't all in there, obviously, what are they gonna look for next? Okay, shoot, I did not get that down. Or was that a different corner? I don't know. Because I told Greg, I was like, what about this whiskey barrel here? Are they going to tack that next? And he's like, no, that's oak. That's too hard for them. They're not going to want that. He said, they want pine. They want softwood. I'm like, oh, yeah. Okay, let me put a little more of this on there. Okay, again, this was the cracking paste primer is what I'm using. Okay, and that is drying pretty quick. But I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with my heat gun. You see it dries clear. I'm getting toasty in here. I can't have my air on and run my heat gun, or I've got to run an extension cord from a different outlet in a different room. I've got a fan on, but it ain't hot enough. I made holes in my green treated deck. Really? Being treated? I guess I'm kind of surprised. I guess I thought treated was one of the things they wouldn't bother, but I guess it must be a softer wood. I don't know. I'm not an expert on carpenter bees yet, but I feel like I'm getting there. Nasty boogers. They're big too. Which, I mean, I guess that makes sense for the size of hole they leave. And I did notice one the other day, they had a hole that went all the way through. I hadn't noticed that before, so I don't know if that one was new or not, but. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry a little bit longer. That's a little thick there, so that's gonna take a little longer to dry, but. Now I'm going to come in with the actual cracking paste. And that is cracking paste white. And I'm just going to go over the primer. Oops, that's my old one. I think. Yeah. Hold up. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. This is taking a while. Okay. So now it's clear. It's harder to see where to hit it. So trying to stay on where it is because it's got to react to that primer. And it will crackle when it dries. Oh, I needed to sand off more there. Again, trying to see the clear on there. And the thicker you put it on, the bigger and deeper your cracks. The thinner you put it on, the smaller and thinner your little crackling's gonna be. I think I kind of like the thinner, smaller, cuter little cracks. And I am not sure what I'm gonna use. I used to, if you've seen, I've got a video on YouTube of me doing a saw, and I used a bunch of different glazes in it, and it looks really cool. But for doing this for Halloween, I really want to stick more to just orange or black. Maybe I'll just do black. Maybe I'll just do a black glaze. Could probably do acrylic paints, liquid acrylic paints in there would probably work too. Oh shoot, you know what? I probably should have painted this first. Duh. 'Cause it's gonna show whatever is below there. Gosh, I haven't done this in ages. Forgot about that part. That part may not do too well because I just went over the thicker part that hadn't dried, but so yeah, I should have probably painted this a color first. Could be white, could be blue, could be black, could be whatever, but see, I don't know if you can see that has already crackled down this side. No, you probably can't see it from that far away. See if I can see any of that clear poking out that I didn't cover. Can't see any, but anyway, you can see the crackle already. Hopefully. And I'm gonna go ahead and dry it. Nope, I'm gonna go ahead and hit that where I didn't hit it with crackle or cracking paste. Okay. So, oops, that is not the right lid. I feel like that's kind of got black peeking through it, so I might want to go with orange. Thank you for sprinkling and thank you for the hearts. Thank you, thank you. I think I'm going to use liquid acrylic tiger orange out here and see what it looks like. Oh, and I'll show you in case you didn't see the crackles. That's what it looks like. Like I said, I should have painted a color underneath. But I think it'll be fine. Okay, how am I gonna do this? What paintbrush do I want? I don't know. Well, let's get this bigger one so it don't take all day. And what am I gonna put it on? little bit of, these are liquid acrylic paints. So they're meant to, you know, you can put them in water to make them lighter, but I typically like them full strength, so you can do either way. And I could mix in some black or brown too, but I think I'll just stick with the orange so that we can see the crackle through there. So this is just an alternative border. And I've actually done this on, oh, actually, is it? And you can put multiple coats on and make it darker. You can see it's gotten darker there, me adding it to that first coat. I don't know if this dresser is one of my Facebook cover profile pictures or not. It's that blue one with the, had some blues and greens on it, but it has this cracking paste on it and glazes on it, and but yeah, I put a lot of this cracking paste on it. There's a few dressers that I used this on just for some fun texture. I haven't, like I said, I haven't used cracking paste in a while. Sometimes you get on a kick, or at least I do, of using things, and then you get out of the kick and forget about it for a while. You move on to the next shiny thing, and then you see a picture of it and you're like, oh yeah, I want to do that again.
Pamela asks, I missed the first few minutes. Is this on glass?
On blast?
Glass.
Oh. It's a ceramic tile.
This is Tiger Orange, right?
Yes, I think so. Tiger Orange, yeah, liquid acrylic Tiger Orange.
Natalie said, love the crackle. Pamela said, beautiful.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you.
That's what I see.
I should look up. I don't see anything on here. Yep, it's a 12 by 12 ceramic tile. My brother had these left over from, well, I assume he did the home remodeling project. I don't know if he actually did it or not, because he sure gave me an awful lot of them. But anyway, so I'm still using, I still have quite a few of these left, and they work so well with my 12 by 12 papers. Actually, I'm gonna do a Christmas one on a cookie tin next. Ooh. Well, that doesn't want to come off of there too bad. So I should be more careful. I was trying to hurry this along for you guys, and that really should have come off of there easier, I would think, since we've sealed it with our decoupage medium, but it's a coming, but not as easy as I would like. Again, that's where I'm thankful for my mixed media background. I got that really dark red down there. I still might want to add some black or brown, not sure. Ooh, I could just add some wax to it too. And we could have just put wax on here too. So there's all different kinds of things you could have put over this crackle. These liquid acrylics, the glazes. I love the Pentart glazes with this. That's what I used on my dresser. I just thought it would be fun to... I just got this orange. I hadn't tried this orange out yet, so. And for Halloween, why not? So. And waxes. But you wouldn't want to put a paint because that's going to hide your cracks, I think. It's going to fill them in too much. Whoa. And I was gonna put a stencil there, but I'm not sure where my Halloween stencils are, and I didn't want to spend any more time looking for them. I wanted to get going so that I get done at a decent time for lunch today. The guys are pouring concrete, and my dad's here helping, and I just wanted to be able to get this done and wrapped up in time to make him a decent lunch today. What was my point in saying that? I've already forgotten. Oh, yeah, I didn't want to waste any more time looking for my... And I know, because it's not where it's supposed to be, my folder with my small Halloween stencils, but I did get out some, which I'm not going to take the time to do that either. I feel like I've taken a long time on this little project already. What time is it? So yeah, I've already spent an hour on this. But thought I might try to pull some of that back, but it's not really coming off, so. Okay. I think I would stick with it lighter instead of how dark I got it down there. For this color anyway, and to try to keep it closer to what the pumpkin looks like. Ooh, I have another idea though, real quick. Okay, let's see what I can find in my waxes real quick. What are the odds I'll find what I'm looking for? Just trying to think. Well, I'm wondering about a yellow for those pumpkin eyes. I don't know if it would show up over the black. I think it would. So, like, is it honey? Honey would be good. There's two of them that are kind of yellowish that are very similar. And yes, I've tried organizing these before, and it just never... I can get organized, I can just never stay organized. Ooh, that one. Amber lights, we'll do that. I'm going to try to put that in the jack-o'-lantern. And then I still wanted to maybe put something on there. Maybe at least try it on a part of it. If we don't like it, we don't have to keep going. Okay, I'm gonna try just a little bit of this Bronze Age wax, which is always a favorite of mine. Maybe Amber Lights is what I'm gonna try in the jack-o'-lantern.
What do you have in your hand?
This is Bronze Age. I'm just gonna put it in a few random spots. It's just a bronzy metallic. Yeah, I like that. Okay, not a mistake. Not for me anyway. Out some little numbers. I'm not gonna do them. I could do them later, or I might not do them at all, but like a 31 would be cute on there, which I would gesso them. It's upside down for me, so I can't really tell how I've got them, but could add a 31 would be cute on there, or you could just leave it. Oh, I still gotta do the jack-o'-lantern.
Lori said old metal necklace chain would be good accent for Halloween.
Oh, on the cat? Or around the edges? Or
For Halloween, so I don't know if it's in general or...
okay. I gotta turn this around here to try to do this. Let's see if we like this or not. Not gonna be super bright, but it might add a little something something. And obviously you don't have to do this part if you don't want to. Ooh, I like it. It looks like he's glowing now. And what was I thinking? I should have designed it to be glowing. Oh, but it's fun to add these little touches, right? Actually, I'll hold it up and show it to you before I do the mouth so that you can see the difference. Oh, there we go. And I guess you could probably do an orangish one too, depending on how orange it is, but. Okay, I'm gonna finish that mouth and then we're done with this one. Or at least I am. For now, I may add the 31 yet. But if I do that 31, I will put white, I don't know, white or black gesso on first, and then, or, yeah, depending on what color I want to go with. I don't know. I don't know. I might put black gesso on and then just add a wax. I don't know. This is too tedious. I can't think and stay in my lines. And you could go over this a second time and make it a little more intense. The color of the wax. In fact, let's do that real quick. Let's see if what it looks like. Oh yeah. Have seen enough of me. Let's get up closer. Hopefully you can see that got, oh yeah, I can see the difference on the camera. Adding that second coat. Makes it more vibrant. Boy, you can tell I'm really concentrating to stay in the lines. Can't talk. to wrap this one up. Okay, good enough.
Judy or Angela said loving it. Lori said looks good. Judy said good morning. Seeing you or live. Lost you and found you now. Sheesh.
Oh, no. Okay, I lied. I feel like I want black around the edge now. I don't know if this, oh, this is charcoal black wax. I'd probably rather have paint because it'll be more truer black, but I don't really want to get out another paintbrush just for that. But I would. That's what I would rather do. But I just feel like it needs a sharp black edge. This isn't sharp black, but that is what I would rather have. But you do you. But yeah, as I got back from it and looked at it, I feel like it needs a sharp black edging.
Charcoal.
Yeah, this is charcoal. If you got soot, it's darker, but you can't get it anymore. So if you happen to be lucky enough to still have it on, and I'll have to see what other blacks there are. But yeah, this one's charcoal, so it's not bad.
Pamela said matches the cat eyes now.
Yeah. Meow. Sorry. Getting weird in here. Okay. All right. Oh, I forgot I moved it down so much. And so close. Oops, that corner. I gotta glue it back down. Okay, that is what it looks like now. And we'll see if I add a 31 later or not. Thanks, Judy. Okay, let's move on. Let me put this down without breaking it somewhere. Watch me step on it. Let me through. Stella's probably not going to break it though. She's not 160 pounds like I am. Okay. Okay, let's. Okay, and don't hate me. I'm going to do a couple more things. I have this leftover sheet, so I just thought it would be cute to do an accessory to go with it. So let's do that real quick. Yeah, 'cause I love this paper. And this actually, oh shoot, you can't see what I'm doing. This black and tan color stripes here. And this little wooden block house that came from, I can't tell. I'm thinking Hobby Lobby. Yep, Hobby Lobby. So let's decoupage that on. And it's just a real simple little accent piece. Same thing as before. Making sure we got it covered everywhere. That dips off there, so I'm gonna make sure it's covered. I did not even wet that down before I laid it down, but such a small piece like this, it'll be fine. But I will mist the top. And I do feel like I need to make some more Halloween background papers. Because, yeah. I wanted an orange and black stripe or orange and brown. I was like, I don't have one. So that came to my realization today that I need to be designing that with my whatever all else I designed for Halloween this year. I do have some started. Let's dry this. Thank you, Judy. I do a lot of complimenting pieces for shows and they saw great. Good. Good to know. Well, this is not laying down the best. So I am gonna rip it right off and redo it. Because if you saw me in the beginning, I forgot to spritz it. So spritz it I am now. And starting over. No biggie. Okay. Because yeah, a little piece like that should have just laid down easy peasy, but that water really does make a difference with my thicker papers. Okay. It's like there should not have been one wrinkle and I had at least 2 or 3. Okay. Okay, just drying that enough to be able to sand it. Hopefully not tear it. Okay. All right, so we have it all decoupaged on there. Let's get off the little sanding dust. And then I'm just gonna put a little bit of wax around the edge. I'm gonna use that same charcoal that I had from before, just to finish off the edge. And that's probably all I'm gonna do for this one. And this will just be a little, like I said, I don't know that it'll really go so much with the one we just did, but it can go in with the other, you know, it could, like I said, it could go with Halloween or Christmas, I think, just depending on what your decor is. And actually, with my decor, this could go with every day. This is totally my jam. These are my colors.
That's charcoal.
Yeah. So I just want to finish off the edge a little. And you could use paint here too. Or you could do nothing, but I just like a little bit of a finished edge. Like I said, black paint would be fine around the edge too. Okay, like I said, you can just tuck that in with your decor. I'll do one more little quick something. I was gonna do this leaf, but I'm not, that's just gonna take too long. So we'll just do, a tag maybe? Yeah, just do these a tag. No. So, what did I do with the paper for that? The orange? Yes. Another Halloween one. And I better paint under here real quick. Oh, crackle. I don't need that much paint. Okay. So I'm just gonna paint that real quick. Now I'm using my older paper. I have some of that left from, now I print my papers in-house. And the paper that I print on now is thicker. So the paper I'm gonna be using next is what I have left over from the print shop that I used to get it from. So it is thinner. And I do have some of that. If you remember that paper and you liked that paper, I do still have some of that available in certain designs. And I think we have it 25% off. If you want to put a link to that, Courtney. So if you don't mind, don't mind. I don't know how to say that, but we do have some designs that are 25% off in a different paper weight. We just kind of want to get rid of those so that we're down to just one kind of paper.
The whole length or just this paper?
No, all of the 25% off papers. Because we actually have a few 18-pound papers too that are, I'm not going to mess with doing those sides now. That's not what I want. Let me get some of that paint out of the trash can. So yeah, there's some papers that are 25% off. They're the same designs, just a few that we have left. But yeah, we're trying to get rid of that so that we're just down to the ones that we print. But if that makes sense. If it doesn't, ask me again. I'll try to make it make sense.
Hi, Angela. Jenny said hi. How are you? I think I was.
Hey, Jenny.
Said Halloween. Thank you for sharing.
Somebody said both. So there was at least them. And of course, I love Halloween, and I know a lot of our crafters have to do Halloween for Halloween shows, so. And everything we're doing, I'm glad you said that because that made me think. Hold on, I'll wait till I'm done blow drying. And I need to add this to my description, but just because I'm doing something Halloween doesn't mean there's not something on here that applies. You know, just because I do it Halloween doesn't mean there's not a takeaway on here that can do something for Halloween. Like the cracking paste, you can do that for Christmas. It's just different colors. So I know people get hung up on, oh, that's Halloween, I want nothing to do with it. But, you know, there's still techniques to be, you know, that you can use for Christmas. So I hope people see past that and don't get hung up when it just says Halloween. I know I usually try to post something like that a few times, but no, I did not post that today. I know I put Halloween and Christmas, but I forgot to put that. All right, let's put this, decoupage this on here. And these are little Tim Holtz tags that I think we have in stock. Oh shoot, I was gonna put this on a pumpkin, dum-dum. Actually, will that fit the pumpkin I have out? Where is the pumpkin I had out? Because I might swap that real quick.
Some of the paper left.
I'm sweating. Well, I had a little pumpkin.
You want this one?
No. Well, shiitake. Oh, it's right here.
She also loves Halloween. She's sharing the live.
Thank
She
you.
said, fall is my fave. Fall
Me too.
colors and leaves, Halloween, the fall barns and covered bridges.
Ah, yes. Okay, we're making a switch up. Oh, what I forgot to do again. Okay, making a switch. Real quick. Because I have a little pumpkin and I was wanting to put that on there. It's going to be a little shy, but it's fine. And again, to me, this black and white polka dot can be Christmas or Halloween. Oh, yeah. And you can go on and do more with this. You can just leave it. Can't tell, is that the paint sticking out there? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you could, and you know, if you put transfers on top of this, you've got to let this dry like a day or at least several hours before adding a transfer to it. Otherwise, you're going to pull up your decoupage. But so you could leave it like it is, put a cute bow in there, and just tuck it in your decor, or let it dry, you know, seal it, let it dry, all that good stuff. And you could add like a Christmas tree transfer or a cardinal or decoupage, a Christmas tree or something like that on top of it. But, or like I said, leave it like it is. And to me, the colors would go in my home decor as it is. Not necessarily polka dots, though I love me some polka dots, but I don't know. If there wasn't too much of it peeking out, I could make it work. If the bow was done right. Okay, let's dry this and sand it. Fall is my favorite. Fall colors and leaves, Halloween, the fall barns. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I do have some fall, or I do have some covered bridges in our designs. I think we have some fall barns too. Yeah, fall is my favorite. I just hate that our falls are so stinking busy. I mean, we farm, so it's harvest, and we also calve in the fall too, so yeah. It's our just our absolute busiest time of the year. Not that we ever have a time that's not busy, but it's just everything's crammed into that time of year more than ever. Okay, I don't think I'll put anything around the edge because you know what I would do here. either some black paint or some wax or something like that. But
James said, I can see a set of houses, stripes, dots.
yes.
Chicks Chaos says, I love all your new striped papers.
Hey, Shan, thank you. I do too. And the polka dots and the checks. Just cutting out my circle there. Oh, and these come with the little enforcer circles things too. And I usually just put wax on them. It's just like the easiest thing to do. I don't know which size goes with this, but you know, you put your little enforcer on there, put your bows through there or whatever, finish it off. So there's just another quick and easy little something, and I'll finish this off later and take pictures of everything. Hopefully it probably may not be today, but and then back to that little pumpkin. Yeah, because that should definitely be this color paper. I'll slap that on here real quick. And then I promise I'll get to the Christmas one, which is going to be really rushed because I've been on here forever. I got a clump of something on there. Okay, we've got our decoupage medium on. And this is the older style. This is the thinner paper, so I don't think I can't remember if I misted this paper or not. I kind of think I did, but I don't remember. Oops. Got a piece this small. Oh, there's that clump I had. I think we're okay. Okay. Let's just seal it. Yeah, I think I probably should have misted it underneath first. Oh well. Let's dry it. And this polka dot one. Okay. I think we have one of these little pumpkins left in stock. We do have some other wood pumpkins. Oh, we got some pumpkin kits too we need to probably put on the website. And I think we're going to do a whatnot show coming up. We have it scheduled for Thursday?
Yes.
Yeah, we got some Tim Holtz and some Prima. So we're gonna try to get back into the whatnot. Got so much stuff. Okay. And obviously you can see it was short, which I knew it was gonna be because I cut it for the other piece. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of, this is actually ash from Fusion Mineral Paint. So it's not quite a black. It's a really dark charcoal, but it should look pretty close to black. And I'm just gonna go around the outside edges. And I should paint the outside edges of the pumpkin too, but I'm not gonna do that on here just to save some time. Really should have a chip brush instead of this. This is why I say to use a chip brush, because these don't leave the wispy look that I like. Okay, so now I've actually got a chip brush. That's much better. Bye. Thank you. So we're just finishing up around the edges, and you could even go do like the whole stub, nubbin, whatever you want to call that there, stem. Okay, so that's it. So you can tuck that in with your decor too. And you could actually do that in brown instead. It would probably make more sense, but you know, I had the black out, so. All right, let's get to the Christmas one. I feel like we're gonna be rushing that one. Okay. And what did I have out for that one?
Does this all make sense for me?
Huh?
Does all these gonna make sense for me?
Why wouldn't it? All right, so I have a cookie tin. I just put a coat of paint on it. My papers are pretty thick, unless you're using the older kind. Then it is thinner, and you definitely need a coat or two of paint, at least. But the newer, the ones that I print myself are pretty thick, and yeah. Like I said, this is not full coverage by far. You can see the old design, but anyway, when I took the pictures last night to put on Facebook, I was like, I better put a coat of paint on so you can, I don't know. I figured some people would be like, I like what the way it looks before. So I was like, I'm not even gonna deal with that. So I went ahead and put a coat of paint on there. So this is the one I'm gonna put on here today, just so you can see what it is. We're gonna lose some of it, but it's fine. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put down our decoupage medium. I'm just gonna go ahead and try to do the whole thing. And actually, in case somebody wants to know, yes, this tin is 9 3/4, almost 10 inches across. Thought I better measure it before I got into it. I'm gonna cover it my decoupage medium. Well, I guess I can slow down now. The guys were in the house. They'd been out there pouring concrete. My dad was here, and I guess he's left now, so I guess there's no need for me to rush because he's gone, so I won't be able to see him anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna spritz the back of this. Then lay this on here however best that I get the bird and get the most of the image that I want. I think that's what I want. Okay, she look good. I don't even feel like I need to squeegee it out, but I'm gonna, just in case. Okay, I don't feel any wrinkles, so go ahead and put on. I'm still using the Fusion Decoupage and Transfer Gel. Sorry for the tin noise, but okay, let's dry it enough so we can sand it off. And I'm sure you know you can probably find these if you don't already have cookie tins on hand. I'm sure you can probably find them at your thrift stores or Goodwill, Salvation Army. I don't know how much they cost there. No idea. These my husband got these, well, I don't know if he got these given, well, he got these 3-drawer cabinets from a neighbor friend, and I don't know, I think the neighbor gave them to him, and these just happened to be in the drawer, the second drawer, middle drawer maybe, full of them, and the bottom drawer is full of books, like, so yeah, thanks Casey. So yeah, that's how I, so if people ask me, where do you get your cookie tins? Well, not the traditional way, but, but I know I have seen these at Salvation Army for sure. So yeah, that's why I have been on a cookie tin kick lately. Because I have plenty, but I would like some bigger ones because this is the biggest one I have, and I don't think I have any more this size. Mine are all smaller now. I love this size, and some bigger ones would be awesome to have also. Do you sell wood cutouts? We have a few, not a lot. I mean, I've never, advertised them a lot, I guess. Like, I know I was going to do this leaf today, but yeah, I don't have time to do it. And I did that pumpkin. I think we had one of those pumpkins left. I think Courtney's going to put in some links over there. So we do have a few.
Something that popped up are chipboards. Make sure.
Yeah, it's, oh, well, Courtney says some of them that popped up are chipboards. So, just read the description for sure, as always, but yeah, we do have some. So, okay, she's put in a link. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Let's dress it up a little. Oh, doggone it, why didn't I remember? Let's put the glitter decoupage on there. Yeah, why did I even say that? Because I gotta make sure I can find it now. Because it should still be out here from when I used it on our live the other day. Is that it? Okay, here it is. If it's not dried out, because I realized I left it out and didn't cover it up, which this one's almost empty, but okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and put this on now. Okay, so this is just a decoupage medium with glitter in it. And we can put a second coat on to give it a little more. Because I'm not a huge glitter person. Like, what do they say? Glitter is the herpes of the craft world. It's everywhere. But when it's entrapped in decoupage medium, I can handle that. It gives it a nice sparkle and it's not floating around the room. I like that. And this is very subtle. And it gives it that nice, I don't know, Christmassy feel. And obviously, I need to paint my tin. Although, yeah, I don't know. I at least have to paint the lip because I painted it white. But, ooh. I don't know if you saw that raise up. I kept my heat in one place too long. Hey Cindy, just came in from putting up some aloe vera to take to the thrift store to sell. Hello. That's hot. Hot, hot, hot. Hot metal. Okay, I don't know if you can even tell the sparkly. I definitely want to put a second coat on, but it kind of needs to cool off a little. Let me put it in front of this fan a second. Actually, let's do another little something something. I just found, oh, well, there's the 31 I had laid out for us. I was so prepared. I was either going to do that one. I thought I had a green and white striped too, but I don't see it. Which, I mean, I guess you don't really need me to show you how to put that on there, but that was another one I was going to do. But yeah, I don't need to do that. Oh yeah, you could do that and put like a, well, that probably doesn't fit. But then you could, does that fit or not? Oh, that would fit. Oh, we could do that real quick. No.
Emily's Upcycle Home says hi, Tammy.
Hello.
She said hi, everyone.
Hello, hello. Oh, yeah, we'll go ahead and do this real quick. Why not? We'll let that cool and dry a little bit, and then we'll put a little more on it. Then we'll add some snow details. I really wish I had the green and white striped one handy, but I must have decided that's what I was gonna do. You know, that was like 2 hours ago, so I don't remember now. Spritz the back of the paper and lay it on there. You all right over there?
Do you use green and cream set or always sage checks?
What?
There's two different green and white checks.
This is olive and sage. And spritz the top. Beautiful. Let's dry it a little so we can sand it off. No, actually, let's seal it first.
Chicks Chaos says just faint enough to add a little something extra. Is that a Kentaro product?
Yes, ma'am. I think, did you put in a link for it?
The glitter?
Yeah.
Yes. Emily's Upcycle Home said, new to your page, love that paper design.
Thank you. This just came out in our Christmas release. Our second Christmas release, I guess I should say. Part 2. Okay, let's dry it again. That's hot. So hello and welcome, I should say. Okay, let's sand this puppy off. Okay, we've been on here a while. I feel like I'm rushing through stuff now, but need a lower grit on my sander. Well, probably don't, but I like to hurry things up. Okay, I think I'm going to come in around the edges a little bit more. And I should really be careful because this is damp. You know, we just put it on. Oops, see, yep, I did just tear it. Yeah, I did. Hello, Kelly.
Or without yapping, but I'm here.
Okay, I feel your presence now. We'll just give it more of a vintage look with this torn edges now. I was gonna see if I could. Yeah, I better be careful. I'm probably gonna tear it if I do much more of that. Okay. Wipe off any dust. And we had that stencil. I'm afraid that's going to be lost with that check pattern, but we're going to go for it anyway. I'm going to use some of our Jewel Effect paste in Precious Rubies.
What does that stencil say? Let's see if I can.
December 25. Stencil Smith. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, does this have a... Oh, it does. I better cut that hole out so I know where I'm at. Should probably put my glasses on too, so I know which side has the blade on it. And I'll worry about a bow for this later. And I'll put the enforcer on it later. And I'll tidy up the little hole later. But let's worry about the stencil for now. Yeah, that makes a difference. I'll definitely move this down.
Are you using Precious Ruby?
I am. And yeah. Okay. Hopefully going with this contrasting bright red will help it show up. Okay, here we go. I think I have found if you can, the less you go over it, the better off. Oh, am I already covered everywhere? Okay, let's see. Let me put on my glasses real quick. Make sure I've got it covered or not. Oh, crap, where'd they go? They sprouted legs and left me. Crap. really did. All right, well, hopefully it's all right. Oh, it looks good. Okay, well, if I had water out here, I would clean this up in water real quick, but try to get that off as soon as you can and get it in water and get this cleaned up, because this dries hard as a rock. Obviously, I've still got the green on from another time. And reuse it if you can. I'm gonna try to clean it off with, and your spatula too. You wanna get it off of there? I'm gonna get off what I can with my cleaning wipes real quick. And I just use Walmart Great Value cleaning wipes. And I've got a fan blowing at me, so it's probably drying it faster than it should. I'm just using a, oh, that's old, that's probably my Decoupage medium on there, because that is not this stuff. But anywho, try to get most of that off before I take it in and work on it later. But anyway, I'll just lay some wet wipes on it for now, or cleaning wipes, whatever, until I can get inside with it. Okay, you dry it just a little bit. Okay, so there you go. Yes, it does, and you can't even chip any specks off either. Yeah, it dries. It dries hard as a rock. Okay, now the spots that I rubbed off there, somewhat unintentionally, I'm just gonna take some of my Bronze Age wax and hopefully make it look worn, more intentional, more antique-y, more vintage. And that's why I wanted to get in there with the heat gun, so that if in case I bumped those, I wouldn't smear them, because I did just bump that. And luckily, it's fine. And you know, I like everything antiqued, browned down, all that stuff, so. Now, you don't have to rough up your edges like that. Mine wasn't completely intentional, but I really didn't mind too much either. So you can keep yours perfect and not have to put brown around your edges, or you can do it either way. But yeah, this is Bronze Age wax. And I love it. This is one of my favorite waxes. I use it quite a bit. If you've ever seen me, which I haven't done a lot of lives for a while. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I just did one, which I guess that was our Christmas release maybe. And then I did a tutorial with that maybe. I don't know. I feel like I've done a live lately, but maybe that was it. But I was gonna do one last night, but Courtney's car has been in the shop for almost 3 weeks, and then found out it was going to be delivered back to us yesterday within like a half hour or so. And Greg's like, I'm really sorry, but if you can not go live now, I want to surprise Courtney with that. And you know, she would be stuck in here with me doing this live, so it's like, yeah, that's fine, it can wait. I haven't been going live regularly for a long time, so what's another day? So anyway, so it was worth it for her to get to see her car surprising her, rolling back in. No, not rolling back in, but rolling back in on a, whatever you call it, tow truck. So she's happy to have her car back. Okay, like I said, I'll go ahead and do because this will be what I'll use for it. Not that you'll see this much, probably. The little thingamajigger. Little, enforcer, I think is what they call it. Did you put in a link for the, tags? I assume we have these in stock.
What size is that?
You can put all the different tags we have in. Somebody might have a need for something else or a different idea, but this particular tag is 4.5 by 8. So yeah, I don't know if we have this tag, and our supplier that we get these from had a fire, so probably a couple months ago now, so I am not able to get supplies from them, and I don't know when I'll be able to. But anyway,
I need to do inventory on these, actually.
so then I just use a little bit of heavy body gel and put those on. And like I said, I'll run some ribbons through there.
What did you say that?
I just used heavy body gel to glue it on.
No, I mean
4 by 8-ish. Okay, so that's what that looks like. Very vintagey. And we'll go back to the Christmas tin. We'll put another coat on. Then we'll sugar it up with some, I don't know why I said sugar it up, but we'll put some snow effect stuff on top of the glitter. If you saw me get too much heat on there, I kind of bubbled that up, so. Anyway, back to the Decoupage varnish and glue glitter. Put another coat on of that. Like I said, I need to paint around that edge. So I got a lot of little things I need to do before I can take pictures of this stuff. But, okay, let's try to dry it without bubbling it this time. Okay, so that's what it looks like. It's not completely dry, but pretty close. Close enough we can work on it. And I don't know if you're able to see a whole lot of the glitter. What do you do if it bubbles? I usually try to catch it and press it back down. think there's much else. Actually, I don't think there's anything I can really do with that. I don't really see that it's raised. I feel like I can kind of see it a little bit, but I don't think it's anything I'm going to do anything with. Well, yeah, it is. Okay, since you asked, let's try it. Let's get my craft knife. I don't wanna, but we're gonna. Oh, my glasses are on my head. That's where they're at. Okay. Good Lord. Okay. We're gonna perform surgery. Oh, I don't know if this is sharp enough. We need to make a flap. And you may be better off just to leave it alone and not do this, but we'll find out. Well, of course, we've got, what, 3 layers on here now. We should have done this before. I probably need a new craft knife, something sharper. Yeah, this one's seen some things. Let's see if this one's any sharper. Get some glue off of it, might help. Okay, I got it open. And you can see that much. So apparently when I got that much heat on it, I don't know if you could see when it like lifted like that. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing. Clearly wasn't paying attention, but it lifted all up. I don't know if that sucks all the moisture out of it or what that does, but that is how that happened. So I've got that open now. So we'll see if this looks any better or if we should have just left it alone. But yeah, it's like it has no decoupage medium there now. I'm gonna try to get this open a little more. Nope, that's it. Okay. Just making sure I can't go any further. I'm gonna get decoupage medium in there as far as I can.
Cindy said, I have stuck a pin in a few places and added more decoupage medium. Keep flattening it, then let it air dry.
Yeah, but this is bigger than that. If you just had a little bubble, yeah, but I had a long, what do you want to call it? Not a wrinkle, but a longer area. But yes, that's exactly what to do for a bubble. This is more than a bubble. Now I got a little white spot there. I don't know. So that's gonna be a. I must have, when I recut, I must have cut some out. The second cut with a different knife, I must have cut some paper off. But that's laying flat. What did I do there? I don't know what I did there, but it's laying flat there now. But if I think making a second cut with the second knife, I must have cut a sliver of paper out. I'm gonna take some of Fusion's antiquing glaze and try to, disguise that. I don't think that's quite dark enough. I can still see it. I'm gonna take the aged bronze wax. Whoa, that's too much.
He said, use a pen. Rhonda said, everything is fixable. Great tips. Cindy said, wax the white spot.
Yeah, she must have said that while I was doing it or something.
Said 1 minute ago. Or, yeah.
Maybe I'll put some more up here just to make it look more intentional. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I am. Okay, and then I think I'll put another coat of the Decoupage glitter on top of it to even that out now. I mean, it's not my favorite thing, but I think, you know, if you weren't here seeing what we did, you wouldn't know this, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know.
Sharita said, great save. Pamela Schlemmer said, that's an awesome fix.
Oh, thank you. I don't know. Like I said, it was kind of a long slit. It was more than just a, I guess you can call it a bubble, but to me it's more than a bubble.
Cindy said, perfect.
Okay, let's dry it again. Okay, I'm gonna leave that area alone and let it dry.
Lisa said, you can't even tell.
Oh, well, thank you. We're gonna let it settle and quit messing with it for a while. Let's do some other stuff though.
Jennifer said, beautiful.
Thank you guys. We are gonna mess with some, I think we're gonna try the snow crystal pen. Since we got so much other glittery stuff too, we'll stay with that instead of the snow pen. We're gonna use the snow crystal pen. Ooh, maybe. Shoot, it was just coming out. That's the worst part about these is the tip clogging. And I don't know where my needles are in here. Oops. Crap. Found super glue. Courtney, you know where the needles are in the junk drawer in the kitchen?
I can try to find them. Do you want me to?
Yeah. Maybe. Because I can't get this out. Sorry guys, I really want this to come out. And I need something, oops, to stick through there. Well, I guess I can always clip off the end. I hate to do that. It always comes to this at some point, but I'm gonna clip off the tip, I guess. She's gonna be mad if she comes out here and I've got it going, but oop, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna add some snow.
Did you get it?
I clipped off the end. I know, I told him you'd be mad. Doesn't mean it's gonna keep going, but. So I'm just dribbling and dotting. Yeah, let me see him. Oh, that is not what I meant.
There's needles, right?
Yeah, but I wanted those great big ones.
Karen said it looks great. Angela said that cardinal paper is so beautiful.
Thank you. Put some on the tip of his nose, just trying to put a little bit of snow where we think snow would land. And this one has to dry before it really, I think, before it really shows what it's going to look like. So I'm just squeezing a little, squeezing it to come out. Okay, I think I'm gonna quit with the snow. And I think I'm just gonna go around the outside edges with my, jeez, you all right over there? I think I'm just gonna finish with some aged bronze age around the edge. And then let it all dry. And like I said, I got some things to finish up before I can take pictures of everything. I really kind of like the color on the outside kind of goes with the musical notes and stuff, but it's kind of rusty, but yet, I don't know. I can almost just shellac it and, I don't know. But I still got to paint the lip since I painted it white. I got to do something with it. I almost feel like I have a wax that would match that, but I might be wrong. So I'm gonna let that snow dry and figure out. So I feel like when I've tried to dry this snow that it doesn't respond that well to the heat gun. So I kind of gotta let it do its thing. And you could also just go around the edges with the snow or with snow paste or white paint instead. It'd be more frosty, but I don't know. I feel like it just needs more of a vintage look.
That Bronze Age still?
Yep. Like I said, I use a lot of Bronze Age. And then I'm gonna bring it on up into the top a little bit. just because I like the vintagey vibe. Okay. I'm gonna try to dry this snow a little bit and see what it does. I feel like it gets a little clearish and sparkly, but I can't really remember, so I'm gonna quit there. So that is that one. And like I said, I'll take more pictures later when I finish them. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you, Lori. So that was the Christmas one. And, well, and then we had this little tag that I also need to finish. And I don't know if I can find everything else. And then, you know, I've got to finish this one. And this one could be Halloween or, ooh, I could do a little stencil on it. You know, something like this. Just to finish it off with one of, I think I have an orange. Yeah. Got a couple oranges actually of those effect pastes. May not have the bright orange, but I like this orange better anyway. The tiger's eye, this one is gorgeous. So I might put a stencil on this one for Halloween. And finish that one, and then put the enforcer on it, put some ribbons on it. I don't know if I have that many ribbons left, but, and then we did this little Halloween pumpkin, just as a little filler to go in with everything. Halloween, oh, and the one we started with, that we did cracking paste on. That you can see all around the edges. I think that's all we, oh, there was a little house too, wasn't there? Dear Lord, who knows where that is by now? Oh, there it is. And that one we could add a little stencil to too. Actually, looking at this, these stripes might be slightly crooked, so be really careful when you're putting on stripes. That they are straight up and down, unlike mine. They're slightly off, just like me. So anyway, yeah, I might add a stencil to that. I might not, but anywho, thanks for hanging out with me. This was a long one. I think it's been 2 hours. I'm not sure. I can't see on my end, but anyway, I will finish these up. Oh my gosh, I gotta go make lunch. And I did not finish in a great time to make something wonderful, so. Yeah, anywho. 12:30. Oh, okay. Well, they're not gonna be until 12:30, so I'm good. So I still have to make something wonderful. All right, thanks for watching. I will see you again soon. Bye for now. 31 on the house. Sounds good. I will do that. You're welcome, Angela. Bye.